Hi, hello all, good morning. Just 1 minute, let me unmute. Yeah, hello all, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Nine. Yeah, so yesterday we discussed actually just high level topics. Okay, what is syllabus and select class, how it will be prerequisites at your side. Okay, so to quickly recap, your side prerequisite is one is Azure account and don't create this week actually. Next Monday onwards, let us try to create the account actually because it is 30 days only validity we have. So at least we can save these 5-6 days also. Okay. Along with that, you need to create a SQL server. You need to install the SQL server in your local system immediately. Actually, maybe by this time you installed it. Um, for practicing whatever we are discussing this week SQL part. Okay. So now let us continue on top of this. So select a statement just theoretically we see. So we are going to deep dive today onwards in that particular part. Okay. Now, first of all, very important thing is in the cloud side, what is actually the cloud? So there are many people who completely coming from other domains or non-IT, whatever that. So as I told you that everything we will discuss from the scratch. So let us try to understand what is actually the cloud. Simple discussion, nothing is there. Um, See here, see in olden days how the things will be there and now how the things will is there. So that's what simple. So, for example, if you take a general thing, suppose in your home, if you have any function, so what you will do actually, this is the simple regular example only. So, in the function, for example, 500 guests are coming. So, you need to arrange the food for them, right? So, to prepare the food, what are the different options you have actually? That's all. So, one is preparing the food at your home itself. So if you are preparing the food at your home, what you need to do? You need to arrange the cook, you need to arrange the groceries. Okay, you need to arrange the all other things, water, everything, fire. So whatever is required, you need to arrange it. Okay, you need to help to the cook. Then he will prepare it. Then ultimately you will serve it. So every headache you have to take care. That's what the important thing. Okay. So whoever is here, for these 500 guests, everything you are going to arrange from the scratch. Then finally you are serving it actually. So that's all simple thing. So sometimes you may succeed, sometimes you may not succeed. And every pain you have to take, that keep it in mind. Then another option nowadays what we have, catering, right? So this catering will exist somewhere, keep that in mind. So, in your village, in your town, or maybe in some other place, definitely they will exist. So, you are going there, assume they are going to cook 200 dishes. So, they have a menu card, what are all they are capable to cook. Now, basing on your function type, you are going to have a menu that, for example, 220 plus items you want to serve to your guests. So out of all, you will select which item you need, what quantity you need, what quality you want, when you want, how you want to serve. So you are just coming here and you are selecting the items. Then you are telling that all the details. So how much you are selecting, how much quantity you are setting, telling, quality what you are saying, and basing on the time, they are going to tell some price that you are paying actually. So now at your side, what is your duty? Just going there and giving the order as per your requirement. Then they are cooking it at their place. and then just serving the food at your place. That's all. So this is actually nothing is happening at our home, okay? But ultimately purpose is fulfilling. And the thing is here, you can arrange the food for any number of people actually. That much capability they have actually. So they have everything ready-madely. So, but here there may be constraints because of the place or because of the items you have, whatever that, some limitations you have actually. So now similar manner, if you come to here in the IT also, earlier you have, suppose if you take any business, so in a building, in your own building, in your premises, you have to arrange everything actually. Suppose if you have a business in multiple places, so for deploying your website, okay, or for your applications, databases, whatever transactions is happening, everything you have to arrange at your places. That's what is happening. So that is one thing is what you need to arrange the hardware devices, okay, softwares, and then networking, then for that staff and all maintenance related you are going to take care for your business, for your website or for your transaction related, simply whatever you need, everything you are setting up in your own places actually. So you have to take care everything. That is what one thing. Now, similarly, what is the other option actually? Simply it is now cloud. That's all. So in the cloud, okay, you no need to bother about all these things actually. So hardware devices readily available, different types of softwares, whatever is required for you is everything is available almost. So you no need to bother about basing on the business, sometimes increase, sometimes decrease. So accordingly, the capacity also, capacity of hardware or softwares are you need to increase. So that is going to take care automatically in the cloud. So cloud is capable to serve many services. We will see that. Okay. So basing on your job type, basing on your task, that means what? Suppose we are doing it for data engineering purpose. So for data engineering, that is basing on your function, you are going to select some items, right? So here also basing on your task, basing on your requirement, uh, some services required. For example, ADF is one, Data Lake is one, Databricks is one. So like that, Logic App is one. Like that, some items you are selecting and you are integrating them, you are using them. So that's all actually cloud. So in the cloud, ready-madely everything is available. And what is required, you just select them, use them. Accordingly, only you pay actually. How much you are using them, that much billing is going to come, then you are going to charge pay it actually. So like this, who are all the major cloud platforms? So one is Azure, another one is AWS. So like that, another one is GCP. So like this, of course, many are there. These are the major market shares, right? So that is what actually simply. Now, if you see the cloud Azure side, okay, let me open that. So I already shown you, but still you can see here. Let me share another screen. So it's very simple to understand. Now you can see here whatever we discussed. One of the cloud and where we are going to discuss everything is the Azure. So portal.azure.com. So this is the home page of the Azure. If you are completely new to this now, okay, then you see as we discussed in theory, nothing is there here. You just have a look. What
Sorry.
we discussed actually. So this is the cloud. Okay. In the cloud, many services, like many dishes are there, which they are able to cook actually. They are capable to cook. 200 plus items. So cloud is also providing hundreds of services. What are those? So simple, in the home page itself, if you click on more services, so these are all the different types of services it is able to provide. Okay, you can see here, just have a look. Here category wise AI plus machine learning related services are what? And then next analytics related services are what? For example, like you have a different starters are what, the main course is what, curries are what, different types of rices are what. So similarly here also analytics, if you see here, so Data Factory is one of the analytics related service. You can see that Synapse Analytics here and Azure Databricks is here. So these are the which we know actually. Okay. So like this, you can see here how many services the cloud Azure is going to provide. Simple. And you no need to bother about all these services. Which is required, those only you will configure, you will create and use it. Then accordingly you will pay it actually. So you no need to bother about all the 200 plus items. You have to see that whether your required item, are they able to cook it or not. So that's what actually here also. To do the data engineering task, all the required services is exist or not, you have to check. Then you are going to use them. So that's all actually very simple, straightforward cloud. So, and what you are doing, you are just logging in. Whatever, suppose database is there, SQL Server, which you installed in your local system. I want to create in the cloud. That's what the one of the item I want to cook. So that instead of in that you are ordering to the catering. So they are cooking it actually. So here also database I want to deploy in the cloud actually. I want to create in the cloud. Then I will use it. So that's what one of the in the under the databases SQL Server will be there. So you can see that here you see SQL database. Okay. And then SQL servers. So these are all the different databases are available. So you can see your required database is exist or
I
not.
say, I say sorry for the interruption. Actually, your screen is not visible.
Really?
Yeah,
I
it's
can
not
see
visible.
in screen.
For
I
a,
can see it is
I
visible.
shared already. I share.
Yeah, it is visible.
Yeah. Please recheck or
Yeah.
reconnect. Okay. Yeah. So your required database is exist or not, you check it and then you have to create. It will exist. You have to create, then you can use it. So that's what exactly what is we discussed here. Keep this in mind. Very important. Okay. So on top of this, let us try to understand next. Okay. This is what simply a cloud. We no need to have a standard definitions. What is cloud and what for what purpose it is there. So you are not doing anything at our home. So ourselves also we can create great systems. We can start them. Only thing is how much you are using, that much you are going to charge. So next week onwards, I will feed you what is billing related one. Every day you should be careful that. So here billing part is there, billing subscription. I will tell you that what to do and which services, how much carefully we have to use. Okay. But no worries, whatever we are using, except one or two, all of them, they are not going to charge much. Anyhow, you are creating free subscription, or if anybody going for the paid subscription also, I will tell you the techniques so that your billing part will be very less. Because this should be, we should take care actually. We should be very conscious. I will tell you, till now, 4 5 students actually charged too much. So one student got 1,08,000 billing actually. Just for 3 4 days, if I created one service database and he just experimented and he forgot to delete or to stop. So billing is happen 1,08,000. For another one 80,000. For another one 48,000 like that. But still no worries. Don't worry. Don't panic actually. In worst case, if something is happen, you can waive it actually by contacting the customer care team. So there is no doubt. So no problem ultimately, but prevention is better, right? Instead of later you are following up, but very easily you can waive it. So be careful. I will tell you that whenever we start actual discussion in the Azure side. Okay. So this week, just as I told you, some theoretical or some basic concepts of Azure related. Okay. Now, next part, let us see, even this discussion is also Azure side. Very, very important actually. Okay. Whether you are a data engineer, whether you are any other role you are playing in the Azure side. Okay. But this structure is a same actually. Whatever we are going to see, this structure of the Azure is same. Okay, you came for the cloud for whatever purpose, maybe front end development side, back end development, or data engineer, data science, data engineer, data analytics, any for any purpose you came, you are trying to use the Azure, but the structure is there. That is really very, very important. Okay. So actually, whenever you create a account, what you are going to have username and password. So that's what, right? So to log into your account, you need a credentials. So that is calling as Microsoft Entra ID. Okay. Here earlier some other names are there, but now the current name is Microsoft Entra ID. So by using this ID, because this name you are going to see in many, many places practically, I will tell you that. Okay. So many places you are going to see, you should have a clarity that what is this. Even when you are trying to log into database, which is there in the cloud, SQL Server, you need a Entra ID also, one of the option. Now, this is what your account, any Azure account can further split into like this. So that is what subscriptions actually. Okay, simple thing. So you are going to have a subscription. In your case, this is free subscription. Suppose if you create an account with a free trial. So you can create multiple subscriptions. Okay, subscription to, so like this, multiple subscriptions you can create under one account. So each subscription billing is different based on the services you created here, how much you are using them. Accordingly, subscription one billing will come separately. This billing is separate. This billing is separate. See, you are creating in the Azure one account means assume that that is one client actually. So that client may have multiple projects. So for each project, you can maintain separate subscriptions. So that billing everything is you are completely partitioning. So that's what actually the subscriptions in the high level it will be there. Okay. So under one subscription, what else will be there? So in your case, you have free subscription. You cannot create further multiple subscription. If you are going for another subscription means that is paid only. Keep that in mind. So, but whether it is free or paid one, if it's structure wise it is same, no worries. Because you have to do at every step, these are the matter. This hierarchies matter. Okay, you have to at every step, whenever you are trying to create any account, any service, they like suppose you are creating a data factory. This is matter actually. Now under each subscription, then further you are going to have a another thing that is resource group. Okay, as name implies its meaning actually. So resource group 1, resource group 2, resource group 3, like that also. You can create multiple resource groups. Yes, that is what actually. So I will tell you why. So what is resource group first of all? As name implies, resources. So resources meaning here is data factory is one resource. Databricks, Azure Databricks is one resource. Data Lake is one resource. So all the resources you are bringing under one name actually. That means you are grouping them. So these are all the resources, for example. So ADF is one resource. Blob storage is one resource. No worries if even these names are new for you. No worries. Something is there, some service. Okay. Then Databricks, Azure Databricks is one resource. Like that, Data Lake Gen 2 is one resource. You have multiple. So all these multiple resources, when you are creating for them, one name you are giving, one's common name. So that is the resource group actually. So that you, whenever you ask this particular resource group, under this resource group, what are all resources are there, you are able to see them. Okay. Then why, as like here also, multiple resource group resources will be there. Why multiple resource groups are required? So very simple discussion. Now, if you are already from the IT field, you will understand betterly. See here, you are going to have a development environment, right? Okay. So where you are actually basing on your requirement, you are developing the code or developing the things accordingly. Then dev environment, resource group, then UAT environment, resource group, and then production environment, resource group. So as per your requirement, you can create that many. So in the dev, whatever resources are there, in the UAT also same set of resources you are going to create, same configuration. And in the production also. What will happen whenever your development is done? Any small requirement if you done, that you are moving to the UAT. So UAT testing team is going to design the cases, test cases, and they are testing actually. So to test for them, they need a same set, same environment here also. So that's what here environment, here same environment, here also same environment should be there. So that's what actually happening. So multiple resource groups for that purpose you can maintain. Okay. Then how this code is moving, that is related to DevOps, CI/CD related discussion. That is not our case, but we will use the CI/CDs actually. Okay, the CI/CD pipelines for moving the code from one environment to another environment, we are going to use it. So now just try to understand what is resource group. So it is a group of resources you are just maintaining for easy purpose actually, for maintenance purpose. So like that, multiple resource groups you can create. Under each resource group, multiple services you can create. This is the hierarchy mandatorily we should know. At every phase, any service if you are creating, subscription you should select if you have multiple, and resource group you have to select, and if you have multiple. So mandatorily this hierarchy, we should have a clarity. Okay. So this is what first of all. So tomorrow we will see how to create resource group subscriptions part. I will show you. As I told you, just introduction only about the Azure cloud. Okay. So any confusions, any doubts till now before going to see the SQL part next, which is very important. Yeah. So always you are most welcome. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask anytime. Don't worry about others. Okay. Now let us see, as we seen yesterday, some theoretical discussion. Now we are going to discuss SQL side. So
Hello,
now this
Ajit.
is, yeah.
Sorry, actually, I have one question. So what about that environment you are telling about in the
See, environment is,
in the
yeah, complete.
in that resource group,
Hmm.
you are telling about the environment, right? What about that?
I am saying that a dev environment, development environment, in the development
Mm.
environment, you have all these resources. That's all. So you see, there is some development production place is there. That is one environment. Okay.
Okay.
So business place is there. That is one environment. Okay. Like you are a developer, data engineer. So basing on requirement, you have one resource group. Under that, you have all the resources. So that is your environment. You are you are a developer. So your environment is you are going to have access to development environment only. And UAT, there is a tester, right? So data
Yes.
engineer side also testing team will be there. So for them, another environment, same configuration, same data factories you are going to create here separately. This is different ADF, the here ADF is different. That is another environment. That's all. Okay.
Okay. Understand. Achut, thank you very much.
Means priorities will set there, right? Like read, write, extract.
Hmm?
Like read, write, extract, it will be set as per the environment.
Yes,
Means for
yes.
the development, it will be read, write, extract. For UAT, it will be only read access, like that.
Yeah, basing on your role and basing on your task, accordingly the access permissions will be there. Okay. So that is not strict actually, but the thing is, when you are a developer, you are going to have this is your environment. Simply, you can say. Sometimes you only the UAT person for namesake. So here also you are going to do the test cases. Okay. So simply environment meaning is where you are working. Simply for one purpose, you are creating all the resources. That whole thing packingly you are calling as a your one environment actually. Okay. Now let us see the select query. Okay, very simple. As we discussed actually, this is the main table, EMP table. This is going to this table why we selected. Hope you understood. In last class I told you actually, any scenario you take, that scenario you can understand on this table actually. If you write any query, that query related concept or data will exist in this. So that you can see it, observe with a small amount of data, with 14 records, you can easily understand, you can easily observe that what is happening on your query. Basing on your query, how the output is came, you can easily observe. So that's why this table is created by Oracle. So first of all, concept understanding is very simple and very important. So that's why we taken this table, small table, but very effective one. So what is the purpose of the select? It is just fetching the data from a table actually. So the select command is always to return some data. So to return some data, from which table you have to tell table name, then what columns, because that table have a multiple columns. Either you need all the columns or some of the columns. So for example, EMP number, ename, job, MGR, these are the 8 columns are there. So all the columns are some only set of columns you need. So that's what with the comma separator you are writing here. So that is the simple thing. So or select star, all the columns. So come to the database. Let me share you that. Yeah. So here I am going to give the another discussion tomorrow or day after tomorrow about this hierarchy of the server database. Okay. This server and databases, how they exist. Okay. No worries about this tool. Now you might create it. If not, please try to create today. Start practicing if you are completely new to the SQL part. So in this window, first of all, where you write your scripts, simply see here new query, click on this, you will get a window actually here. So here you can write something. And then you can multiple new queries you can create, multiple windows you can create, tabs. And then here some script you can select, you can write. So I will tell you the hierarchy and all these things tomorrow. Today, just concentrate what I am discussing. Slowly you will discuss, you will understand what is this all hierarchy and here what is there, everything. Okay, in the 2-3 days itself. Now you see here, I am going to take the table called whatever you have here, EMP table. I already created. Select star. Star is, so from table name is EMP. Star is nothing but what? In a table, how many columns are there? All columns you want in the output. So that's all. Now to run this one, just select this or directly also I can run if it is one query. So you can see here there is a command called execute. So click on that. Now you can see EMP table data, whatever you are seeing there in the slide, same thing here. 14 records, 8 columns, EMP number, ename, job, MGR, hire date, sal, all these things. Okay, so that's all. So like this, you can bring the data to the output. Now, similarly, as we discussed, I don't need all the 8 columns. Suppose EMP number, job column, salary column, department number column. So these columns only I need. Okay. So that time you can see I selected that line, select that query, click on the execute. So these things. And these things need not be in the same order. You can change it, you can reorder it also. That means how they are exist in the actual table, it need not be in the same order while you are displaying. So department number now at the end. So now it is in the first. So it's a simple thing only. So to bring the data first of all to the console, to the output, in the select class mention the columns and the data in which table is there, mention that in the from class. So from class is going to hold the table names. Select class is going to hold the column names. Keep that in mind. So this is very first simple discussion. So then next we have a very interesting one. So that's what whenever you give the select star from EMP, whole data is came. Or for example, specific columns if you mention 3 columns, those 3 columns data only will come. So this is simple, straightforward. Okay. One recommendation always is you can write this one in single line also. See that. I can run this. Just okay. I can run that. But the recommendation is we seen yesterday clauses, select from where all these things. Try to maintain each clause in each line, separate line. There is no harm for writing like that. There is no syntax error because this is going to give you the better clarity. Not only this, over a time, you will see some other things. So slowly let us start the standards also. Please try to write down like this. You are always going to have a clarity or better visibility because you are not going to write down single one line or 2 line queries. You will start writing 20 lines, 30 lines, 50 lines, 100 lines. We written 700 lines query. So that time, if you simply write in a single line, you never ever understand what you written. Yourself also not flexible. So every clause, everything try to maintain in separate lines. How and all, slowly we will start. We will see. And this is one of the standard you try to maintain. Now that's all. Now come here. Now, very, very important command on top of the select statement. Very frequently also you will use it. What is that is distinct command. See, what is as name implies, nothing is there here. When you have a duplicate values under one column, it is going to eliminate them actually. What does that mean? Here, for example, if you take the DEPT number column, see here. So DEPT number column, I am asking you to display the DEPT number, but what are all departments are there? That's all. I don't want to repeated values. So you see here 10th department and 10 is repeated multiple times, 3 times. But we need one time only in the output. Then 20 also multiple times is there. We need one time. So that's what eliminating other duplicates. So 3 records are going to come in the output, 3 values. So that's what to get the distinct values only in the output, you are going to use distinct command. Okay. So how and all, see here how you will use that here on top of this discussion. Simple. See here, select as usually, let us take first of all DEPT number column. So I am just displaying DEPT number column only in the output from EMP. So running this, you can see. So how many? 14 records are there. So 14 department numbers came. Every employee department number, because you are asking only that. Now, how you will use distinct? See here one more thing. What is your observation? Here small letters, here capital letters. There is no problem at all. Even combination also capital small, no problem at all. No worries about small or capital for commands, for anything. Now, distinct keyword I am just adding here. Distinct. Okay. So because it is a pre keyword, so it came in a blue. Now what I am writing here is DEPT number. Okay, from EMP table. If I run this, what will happen? You can see. So it is eliminating 20 multiple times is there. Only one time it is returning. 10 multiple times is there. Only one time it is returning. So check that. Execute. See 10, 20, 30. So it is simply eliminating duplicate values. That's all. So you can run multiple queries also. Select how many queries you want to execute. Then click here. So first section, you can see first output is first query output. Second one is second query output. That's all. So this is 14 records here it is showing without duplicates, with duplicates and without duplicates second query. That's what by applying distinct command. Now let us see in this further insights actually. So select. Now you have to answer. Okay. What I am doing is DEPT number, comma. There is a, let us take first of all, whole data in front of us. So in this, you can see, this is the whole data. Observe the job column. So clerk. So Smith is a clerk. Alan is a salesman. Ward is also salesman. Their job role actually. Analyst. Okay. President, clerk, like that. Many job roles are there. Okay. Like department number. So here also repeated values are there. That's what you have to observe now. Now you see here what is happening. Select job column only I am taking from EMP. So you can see individually that. Yes. I am applying distinct keyword here. Now what will happen? There are 5 different roles are there in this organization. So one is the analyst role is there. Clerk role is there. Manager role is there. President role is there. Salesman role is there. Fine. And just now we seen distinct department numbers also. Let us paste it here. Let us see both the queries outputs. So 5 different roles are there. 3 different departments are there. Now you try to answer it. How the output will come if I write like this. I am just running this first. This is the output. Now I am applying distinct command here. How the output? You already seen these two outputs. So let us keep that in front of you. Now tell me how the output will come if I run this query, whatever I selected. What I did, the distinct command applied actually on these 2 columns or whatever. What is your understanding?
For one
It
job,
will
one
show three.
department ID will come.
It will show 3 records.
3 records only. Okay. Come on. See, right or wrong, always try to participate. That is very important.
It will show the all recording jobs.
Okay.
So
You
for
see?
every department number, what are the jobs present, it will come, sir.
Okay.
Only one time every department number with that job will come.
Okay. Yeah. See, simple. Very simply, you can answer. Don't confuse. To make you confuse, or see here, try to apply always the concept. If I show you this particular output, so individually when you apply on a job column only, distinct if you apply, duplicates how it is eliminated. On DEPT number, distinct if you apply, how the duplicates is eliminated. Even when don't think that first of all distinct is applying only on immediate column. If you have distinct means that is applying on all the columns. But how? Very simple. It is actually the combination of these two as a unique. How and all? See here, 20 clerk, 20 individually, clerk individually don't see. 20 clerk combination. Okay. So here also 20 clerk combination duplicates, not individually. So like that, 30 salesmen. So this combination here also 30 salesmen. So this combination will come only one time. 30 salesmen here also. So 4 times this combination is there, but one time will come in the output. That's what you try to observe everywhere. So you can see now I am running this both. You can see the output. So let us see here total 9 records you got for the distinct. First query is what? Distinct related outputs. So in this you got 9 records. Let me see here. Total 9 records. Individually, when you see repetitions are there, don't confuse. Individually, if you see the job, repetitions are there. Again, don't confuse. The thing is, 10 clerk combination, you don't have anywhere. You can see that. Similarly, 10 manager, no one is there. So that is what distinct is working on the multiple columns also as a combination. So their combination should be unique actually. It is not at all possible to apply distinct on individual columns. So as a combination, it is going to return the data with a distinct command meaning actually. So 20 clerk is never going to repeat. You can observe that. So that's what very important. Similar kind of discussion we are going to see with group by, with order by class in the upcoming discussion. Any doubt, any confusion here? So like that, you can add any number of columns. We have a MGR column also here. So you can see that there is a MGR column where repetitions are there. MGR is nothing but manager. So for every employee, manager is there. 7902 is the manager. So here 7698 is repeated. So now if I add MGR further here, what will happen? You can see. So here also repetitions are there. For example, any repetition is there? 7839 repetition is there. But the thing is, overall combination never repeated. That's what the important thing. 20 manager, now 7839. These three combination. So earlier 9 records, now 10 records, right? So there is something is the some combination. These two, when you take, one combination is repeated. Because with this, you have to consider. These three together as a combination, you have to consider. Okay, earlier when you have two columns, how you taken. Similarly, now with the 3 columns combination, never going to repeat. That is the very important thing. Okay. So actually here, earlier 20 clerk, 2 times came. But now because of the MGR, you see, one more record came extra. Because this is extra part is showing. Right? So this is distinct command, very, very important, very frequently we will use it. Okay. Now, so that's what here you can see. distinct command with the job output like this, 5 records. And when you have multiple columns in the distinct, after distinct, before from class, then their combination is going to come like this. Okay. So feel free to always, if you have any doubts, confusions. Okay. All these things we will see. Yeah. So if you don't have any doubts, I will move further. That is what order by class. One of the very important class. It looks simple. Now you see here, what is order by class? Select star from EMP. You take whole data. Here many insights are there in the order by also. Try to understand. What is order by? You want to arrange the data in a specific order, either in ascending order or descending order. Okay. So for that, you are going to use the clause name order by. So that's what the definition. If you need the data in a ascending or descending order, we are going for this. Then here further, if you observe, okay, order by keyword sorts the records in ascending order by default. Let it be, we will understand practically. Then next point, if you see, to sort the records in descending order, use the keyword called DESC. So that's all. How you will use it? You are going to use ASC for ascending order. Even if you don't mention also, no problem. DESC is for the descending order. So let it be. We will understand practically much. So you see the data, whatever you have here. Okay. So select star only. You are going to take whole data, EMP, then order by. Okay. This is the keyword. Now here I want to mention one column, DEPT number. Now what will happen? Here now observe the DEPT number column only. This is not any specific order. So 20, 30, 20, 10, there is no order it is following. But if you add the DEPT number column after the order by, what will happen? It will come in ascending order. Observe that. So first 10 and then 20, then 30. Okay. Similarly, another column if you take, let me take this one. So in the order by class, if I give ename column, observe the ename column. So normal query first, let me run this. Whole data you observe always. See, whenever you are writing query, this is one of the technique, easily to write the queries. Bring the whole data or some sample data in front of you. Then query writing will become simple. Observe the ename column. Ename column. It is not any specific order. Alphabetical, there is no order. Now by adding ename column at the after order by, you observe that what is happening. See, Adams first, Allen, B, C, Clark, Ford, Ward, W is locked. Alphabetically ascending order, right, from top to bottom. So that's what, even if you add ASC, ASC is keyword for ascending order. You are telling to the compiler, arrange the ename data in a ascending order. Whether you mention it or not, by default, it is in a ascending order only. That's what you can see again. Okay. That is what the first of all simple discussion. Now come here, there is one column, select a star. There is one column that is with the date, higher date. Observe that even that also not in a specific order. This is date time column. Tell me, higher date. I am adding that column. If I run this, how the dates are going to arranged? What does it mean as a ascending order? Oldest to latest or latest to oldest? Come on, tell me. Data will come in a oldest to latest, array ascending order meaning. What? Actually, I'm asking you.
Oldest to latest.
So ascending means you are saying that oldest to latest, is it?
Recent date to old date.
Yeah, you are saying that recent to oldest. Okay.
Yes.
So let us see how it is. See here, 1983, 1981, 1982. So first of all, there is no order here. Come on, you can see now. Oldest first came, latest last came. Is it? There is some story here actually. Let me show you that. For example, don't worry about this, what I am doing. I'm just bringing the current time. At this moment, what is the time? Okay. Let me run only this part. So to get the current time, you can use getDate function. So you will get familiar when we start another discussion. So you see, this is what the time. What I am doing is another time I am taking same time. I'm just changing little bit. See here. What is this? This is current today date. 7th hour, minutes, seconds, milliseconds. Milliseconds, you see the difference? 60, 61. So there is something interesting story here. Okay. Even there is some technical name. I'm not able to recall, but try to understand how the dates and times are going to store in the background. And then that's why, because of that only, it is came oldest to latest. So if this moment, if you take this particular moment, that means this particular time, if you take, it is going to have a one integer number. Suppose that integer number is 100. So some calculation is there, basing on that one number is generated. This number only in the background going to store. That's what keep in mind. Now, when it comes to the next moment, 760, 761, after that time, okay, next moment in also going to have one integer number. That number damn surely more than the previous moment number, integer number. Got the point? Okay. So like that, you are going to have a timings actually. For example, don't stick to these numbers 101, 100, 101. I'm saying that the next number is definitely more than the previous time. Okay. This moment, whatever this number you have, the next moment, time, whatever representation, the number definitely more than the previous time, previous moment. So these things you are going to store here. In the background, when you apply the order by on the higher date, what will happen now? You can tell you are arranging these numbers in a ascending order. So the number least number is nothing but what? Come on. Least number nothing but what? Oldest or latest?
Oldest.
Oldest. Obviously 1980 related date, whatever is there here, that is going to have least number than remaining actually, whoever exists here. So that's why it is came in the ascending, lowest one will come. So the lowest integer number, nothing, lowest integer number, that is nothing but, please mute. Okay. Lowest number is nothing but the oldest date. The latest number, that means highest number is nothing but latest date. That's all. Okay. So that's why in the background, because of this system is there, it is coming like this. Okay. So that is what, first of all mainly all three related ascending order, descending order discussion. That means strings, numbers, and dates. Okay. Now very simple. If you apply DESC, the data will come in a descending order. See that? Maximum number first, lowest number last. And here if you apply DESC, that is also same manner. Descending order. What is this ename? See here ename part. Ward, Turner, Smith. What is first? Descending order alphabetically. Adams is in the last. So similarly for the hire date, you can observe. Add the DESC column, that's all. So now you are asking on this, basing on this column, display the data in a descending order. So that who will come first? Who will come? Latest or
983.
latest?
Latest.
Latest. Descending order. So always this movement is always less than the next movement. So that's all. Okay. This is not the actual discussion. This is just basic of the order by class. Okay. On top of this, let us see the next one. Now you try to answer it. Select. Okay, I'm just taking, I am taking only job column, DEPT number column for better understanding. Then order by DEPT number and job. Let us have what order you have here. Keep it same thing here so that you will understand better. So I'm not running whole query. You see what I selected first two lines. I'm executing. See the data. Now if I run this whole thing, how the output will come? Come on, tell me. Order by clause, you have multiple columns, not the single column.
Firstly, it will order by the department, and when the department is same, then it will be ordered by the job column.
Okay. Yeah. Any other answer? Come on. What is your understanding? How it will display the data?
First is display the department number. By ascending wise, it will go.
Okay. What about job?
Job also, it's related to like department number only,
Yeah.
like county clerk, the ascending it will take based on the department.
Yeah. So see, simple, nothing is there here actually, but there is some relation between these two when it is in a ascending order, when it is in arranged in a specific order, whatever that's. Simple, see here. First of all, who is there in the first position? That is matter. First position, whoever is there, that is matter. Coming in a ascending order. See that. Just by seeing the job column, don't confuse that it is not in a ascending order. That is wrong. Okay. You can see that in the 10th department, that means in the first column, whoever is same, three values are same. Their corresponding second column data you see in a ascending order. Clerk, manager, P. So CMP as alphabetically order. Then 20th department also, whoever is same in the first column, for those second column is in a ascending order. So don't think that both will come individually ascending. That is not meaningful data. On the existing, I cannot change the 20th department employee's job as per the ascending order of the job. That means if you individually arrange this in a ascending order, whoever is coming here, the meaning of that will be, what is the meaning that whoever is coming here, that will become the job of 20, this one, some employee is there. So that is the wrong data actually. So on the existing only, wherever value is same, for all of them, the data, whatever is there in the job column, that is coming in a ascending order. So even 30 also, you can observe that. So that's all. Now on top of this, further if you see, now how the data is coming, tell me. DESC means descending order. Now tell me on top of this, how the data is coming. Come on.
First it will
Department number, it will be
by
in descending order.
Everything will get ordered in the descending order. Department will come descending and similar to job.
So someone is saying department will come in ascending, job is in descending. Someone is saying both will come in descending order. Okay? Yeah. So now see that. So the thing is here, DESC when you mention, that is applicable to only the immediate column. You are just telling to the job only. Observe that. 10th department number came in ascending order. There is no change to this. So when you take the same value, its a corresponding second column data came in a descending order. President, manager, clerk. 20th also you can see. Manager, clerk, analyst. So MCA. Like that, salesman, manager, clerk. So always, whatever keyword you are mentioning, that is just applicable to the before column, whatever is there. After department number, you don't have anything before comma and after DEPT number. That means by default ascending only. If you want to display this also in descending order and this in ascending order, you can see that what will happen. Now, department number is in descending order because I mentioned here. And after job, nothing is there. So that is in a ascending order. See that 30th department, corresponding second column data is in a ascending order. Job is in ascending order. 20, check that analyst, clerk, manager, ascending order. So have a difference. See, because sometimes you written very well the whole query. You brought the actual data, whatever is required, that whole data you brought. Now on that data, you need to return to the front end or you need to take the data in a specified order actually. Suppose if you don't have clarity here, that required output is also matter. You will struggle a lot. So try to practice this part. So if I have both the things in descending order, so both of them is in a descending order. 30, then corresponding data is in descending. Okay. Now, what I am doing is one more extra column I am adding, MGR column. I am just running without order by, see that, and you have the data like this. So to have a better understanding, let us add here also MGR. So now you can see. So what will happen? You see 10th department. Now how it will work? Come on, same discussion. 10th department data is coming in a department number came in a ascending order. First column, whoever is there. Second column when it comes, wherever it is same, second column data is in a ascending order. Third column, okay, here only 3 records, but it is not okay. You by luckily it came in ascending order. Leave it. Come to the 20th department. Same value. Second column data is in ascending order. But third column data, it is not in ascending order. Observe that. 7577 79 fine. After 79, this value should be more than 79,100. But it is less. So this is not in ascending order. But don't think like that actually. Okay. So whoever is same here, second column data came in ascending order. Now 20 clerk, 20 clerk. Wherever this combination is same, first 2 columns combination is same, third column data is in ascending order. Like that only you have to see. That's why displaying data in a required order is also matter. Hope you got the clarity now. Here you see first 2 columns data is same. That's what right you are saying keep on. First column data wherever it is same, second column data came in a ascending order. Like that, first 2 columns data wherever is same, third column data is came in a ascending order. That is really matter. So it's a simple thing only, nothing is there. With just have a practice, that's enough actually. Automatically you will bring required order of data actually. Okay. So this is what order by class, simple one, try to practice it. Hands-on is always matter, listening is not at all enough. Okay. So I'm stopping here. Feel free to ask if you have any doubts. As I told you again, tomorrow is the last free demo actually. And by that time, hope you've gone through the YouTube channel, Edufulness. Okay. And go through the Udemy courses. That is, type my name in the search bar, Achyut. And 3 demos we are allowing, right? 3 demo classes, live classes. So after all these things, you can take the decision for enrolling the course. Okay. So definitely your knowledge will be equal to 3 years of a real-time person. If you practice your side also, okay. Our side, we will definitely provide you quality training. And in the real time, what is exactly happening with the same standards, with the same subject, we will discuss. Okay. And your side also, it is required that practice, because ultimately you have to get benefit. So you have to practice. So do that also. Okay. So then if you do, your knowledge is definitely equal to 3 years of a person. So feel free to call back. Okay. So I already given my number. Or you can call if this number is not connected. Sometimes there is no signal nowadays. So 9392. Yeah. So these are 2 my mobile numbers. Okay. So you can call any of the number. Yeah. Any other doubts?
Yeah, hi sir, Ashutosh here.
Yeah. So
So I was thinking if I need to apply order by your entire table, how can I do that?
in the entire table.
Yes,
So, okay.
to
Here
that
also.
EMP entire table I need to apply order by. So how can I that?
So is there any provision like this star? So there is no provision star actually. The thing is actually you can do like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is this one? This meaning is now it will not throw any error. Okay, I will come to this point. See, leave this part. Come here. First, this query you see. What I am talking here is, suppose if I talk order by 2. What does it mean is, suppose you see simple, not these columns actually. EMP number, e-name you have, and job you have, sal you have. Okay. So the only way is, as per your question, mention all the columns. Okay. This point I just forgot actually. See here. In the select clause, the order what you mentioned, EMP number is in the first position, e-name is in the second position, job is in the third position, sal is in fourth position. Okay. You no need to write down the column name, but you can mention their order also, order number, in which order they are, position number. So order by 2 means e-name. It is exactly equal to e-name. So you can see now the data is going to come in a ascending order of e-name. See that. If you mention this DESC, after that, as usual only, data is coming in descending order. Okay. Just this also keep in mind, in real time you observe this. Okay. These numbers also sometimes you will observe. Yeah. For your question, like this, you can simply, instead of positions, you can write down the column names. EMP number, e-name, job, salary, like that. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Any other doubts? Yeah. So this is what, please try to attend tomorrow also. Similar manner, we will discuss Azure sometime and SQL most of the time. By this weekend, by this week end, we will complete the SQL basic part. Advanced parts are there, join, CTE, stored procedures, temp tables. So different real-time related SQL concepts we are going to discuss. When after ADF starting, in between ADF discussion actually, because in the data factory we need some other concepts. So try to attend tomorrow's class also. and feel free always if you have any doubts to call back to these numbers. Okay. If you don't have any doubts, that's all for today. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.